What is up, accurate traders? This is Munya and welcome back to my trading channel. Today I want to share with you guys the most powerful 1 minute V75 strategy. This is the scalping strategy for those that are interested in volatility indices, because on my first channel I post mostly about boom and crash, but on this channel I also want to expand more on these indices that we have in the market. So right now I'm simply going to share with you guys this strategy, and you can practice it on your demo accounts first before actually moving to your real accounts once you are comfortable with the strategy. But before we start, as usual, please make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified each and every time I post videos, right? So I'm gonna explain how to use this strategy probably in the 1 minute time frame. I'm also going to explain how to use this strategy in the 5 minute time frame and in the 15-minute time frame, and we're also going to even look at higher time frames like the 1 hour time frame, whereby you can take probably some swing trades with this strategy. But mostly we're going to be focusing on scalping V75 and getting the most out of this index, because really this index has a very high pip value, and it's quite profitable even trading it for a short period of time. Okay, and this is also going to help those that have small accounts, because they can't really afford to be holding this to be holding a trade for probably a long period of time, because V75 is very volatile and it really requires a very strong account. But if you have a scalping strategy like this, you will probably be able to scalp even when you have a small account. Okay, you're also free to join our Telegram channel, where I post strategies, where I post signals, where I post anything to do with trading. I'm sure that Telegram channel will improve your trading journey, and you will be a better trader because of the channel. So the link is in the description box below, and it's completely free to join. All you have to do is click the link and it will take you straight to my Telegram channel. Okay, and if you don't have an account and you want to be trading these indices and all that, please make sure you sign up with the link in the description box again below. It's completely free to set up an account and start trading with the broker that I'm using right now and get the same market conditions as I have. So make sure you sign up with the broker that I'm using. I really enjoy or have a good experience with that broker. They have quick withdrawals, they have good support team, and they provide the best market conditions. So make sure you sign up for an account with them. The link is also in the description box below. Right, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of the videos that I post. Also make sure you click that like button so that I will personally notify you each and every time I make an update or I post a video right here on this channel. Okay, so let's get into today's business. Here is how the strategy looks like. I'm just going to remove everything so that we do start afresh together and we set it up together, because I know that new traders here on this channel that would not know how to add these indicators. So let's do the whole process again together. Okay, so the first indicator that we want to install is a moving average, and this moving average has a period of 100, a shift of 0, a method of exponential, apply to close, and then the color for this one, I'll choose the color blue. And then I'll click save, then done. And then the next indicator that we need is also a moving average, but this time it has a period of 10. Everything else remains the same. That's the shift of 0, a method of exponential, apply to close, and then the color will also change, and I'll change it to red, and then save and done. And then on our main chart, the last indicator that we need is also a moving average, and this one has a period of 5. Everything else remains the same. That's shift of 0, method of exponential, apply to close, and then I'll change the color to green, save and done. And as you can see, we now have the whole main chart installed. So what's left is now installing our indicator window 1. which we are going to do right now. So I'm going to go back to indicators, then main window, then the indicators that are going to make indicator window 1 are the relative strength index. And this relative strength index, we have the following properties: a period of 1, apply to close. The styling, make sure it's the color of your background. I have a white background, so I chose the color white. Then save, and then we're going to take a look at the levels that we have. And we have the following levels: level 90, level 95, level 10, level 5, level 50, level 80, level 20, right? And these levels are going to be very important on our entry point, so make sure you get them right. And then we're going to click on done, and as you can see, we now have all the settings that we installed, that we chose. And then lastly, we want to install the Ichimoku, and we want it to be under our indicator window 1. So I'll choose indicator window 1, then look for the Ichimoku, which is right here, and it is going to have the following settings. The first one is 1, 2, then 52, then no fill, right? So if you have a box, it should be unticked. If you have a button like this, then it should be on your left side like that. And then the styling, which is one of the most important parts, is the first color should be visible on your background. So I have a white background, and I chose a black color, which is very visible on a white background, right? And then the rest should be the color of your background. That's why you see them as white for me, because I have a white background. Okay, so only one color should be visible on your background, and that's the first one, which says Denken Sen, right? Should be a visible color. And then you're going to click on done, and as you can see, we now have a complete strategy installed. So now what's left is just basically knowing when to buy and when to sell V75. Remember, I said this strategy also works on other indices, but we're just going to mainly focus on V75 right here on this video. But it also works on step index. It also works on all the other volatility indices. That's your V10s, your V25, your V50, your V100, your V51s, all those other volatility indices that we have, and your step index. Okay, don't forget to join our Telegram channel, completely free to join. Link is in the description box below. All you have to do is click it, and it will take you straight to my Telegram channel, where we have over 6,000 traders in there who are striving and who are pushing their trading journey forward. Okay, so let's talk about this strategy. Firstly, I want to address the issue of the zoom level. So I'll start off by explaining the zoom level that we are in, or that we are mainly going to be using, right? So basically, you're going to move to the smallest zoom level and move one step up, and that's the zoom level that we want to use. So basically, it's the second from last zoom level, or the second smallest zoom level that you have. And then right now, I'm going to start off by explaining how to trade to this strategy using the 1 minute strategy time frame, whereby you are seriously scalping or extremely scalping with this strategy. So the first thing, let me look at an example that has already happened. Your Ichimoku is basically going to be telling you when you have reached either support or resistance level. So in this case, we were within level 90 and 80. So level 80 to 90 would be called your resistance level, right? And then level 20 to level 10 will be your support level, right? And then these extremes after 80 to after 90 to 100, basically we call that a false breakout. And then after 10 to 0, we call it also a false breakout, a false breaking of the support zone, right? So what are you going to do when you get to your resistance point? As you can see, this is in line with this level also. Let me just do right there. That's where we have our peak, and that indicates that we are now in our resistance zone, right? So there are things that you have to look out for also. You're also going to look for a crossover before you enter. So the first thing is knowing that you're at a support or at a resistance zone, and in this case you're at a resistance zone. That's the first thing. The next thing is you want the green to cross to be below the red line. That's another condition showing that you're now starting to move in a downtrend. There has been a shift in the trend, and then your entry point is right here on the blue mark. Once all your lines, or once your candlestick cross this blue line, then your confirmation that you can take a sell will be there, and at that point we'll probably have started to approach level 50, right? And that's where you take your first trade, because you'll be sure that you're starting to move down, and then basically you take your trade and hold until you reach either your support zone or your resistance zone. So you actually hold from here all the way down to level 20 and 10, where you find your support. So basically you'll be trading from support to support, and your stop loss will basically be right here on your resistance zone, right? I hope you guys understood that part. Maybe let's take a look at another example. Okay, right here I have another example. We reached our resistance zone nicely. We had a crossover of the green and the red, fine, and then our price also crossed our blue line, which was okay, and we were supposed to take this trade all the way down to, from here all the way down to our support level, but we didn't reach that. Instead we started to retrace, right? But now the good thing is our resistance zone was right here, right? Remember, from this peak, that was our resistance zone, and our stop loss was supposed to be there, but as you can see, we didn't reach up to our stop loss. We only reached to this level where we took that other entry that I was talking about, and then we went straight to profits. So can you see how powerful this strategy is if you follow it correctly, using all the principles that you're supposed to, right? Let's look at another example. There's so many examples with this strategy. There's so many examples. Right here with a nice example, we are at our resistance. Crossover of the green and the red happens. Our price breaks our blue line, which means we're supposed to enter a trade from here and go all the way down with it to the next support level, right? Same thing happened here. Resistance, we're in our resistance zone. Crossovers happen. We break the blue line. We enter our trade. We hold until we reach up, or we reach down to the next support zone. Same thing is true even if you want to enter for a buy trade. Let's take a look at this example. When you want to buy V75, remember we said this time we're looking at the support, and we are at our support. So let me just highlight the support, which is right here, and then we wait for the crossover, and it happens. We wait for price to break our blue line, and it did right here. But once it did break, there was sort of like a retracement. But remember, your stop loss is this support level, so you don't exit until you are at this support level. And price clearly did not reach our support level. It was just trying to scare traders out of their trade and push all the buyers out of the trade. And then once it has done that, can you see it went all the way up after pushing all these other people that would be scared out of the market. Can you see how the market maker works or operates? So don't never expect that. It's very rare actually for it to just start going up the moment you press buy. No, the market maker will try and push all the scared traders out. Probably if you have a tight stop loss, if you don't know where your support is, you probably hit your stop loss and then it goes in the correct direction. So be careful of that. Be on the look for that. Make sure this support zone you or resistance zone you correctly set it up, so that when these market makers try to push traders out, those who have a tight stop loss, probably there will be people with stop losses very close to their entry. They will simply be pushed out of the market, and the market will go in the direction they had predicted, right? I've seen so many traders getting disappointed on that. It's just that the market maker will be trying to push all the buyers first and then go in the direction so that it pays less people. So make sure you don't get caught up in all of that. Make sure you always get your entries right. You always get your stop loss right. Don't be scared. Already, if you have deposited money, it means there should be a probability, there should be a chance of losing it, right? But I'm not saying be reckless. I'm just saying trade responsibly. Hold your trades long enough to reach TP and short enough to reach your stop loss level, right? But as you can see, the TP was way far ahead, because from this entry, we're looking at this resistance zone as our take profit. So we were supposed to hold all the way up. And can you see the distance of going back to our stop loss? It was a little bit tiny, although V75 has a very high PEEP value, but still the stop loss there cannot be, the risk reward ratio basically is good, because from here up to here, can you just see that that's almost double your what you are risking, which is a very good way of trading actually. So I hope you guys practice this. If you find these videos very informative, please don't forget to like this video, so that other traders can also get the same help that you are getting. And feel free to join our account management program, our signal sales program, and our mentorship program. All the details can be found in my Telegram channel. Until next time.